What is up, everybody? It's Minifigure Guru, and I have a quicker video. Today I'm going to be ranking all of the 2012 LEGO Marvel superhero sets. These are only the sets, not like polybags or the Comic-Con exclusive minifigures, because those are sets. Why would I rank those? So that leaves only 9 sets, and 3 of them really aren't even technical sets. They're these weird like buildable figures. I'm throwing them in just because this video is already going to be short enough. I wanted to do this, but, I realized it's really short, but then I'm like, well, who cares? With that being said, this intro is longer than it should be. Here we go with number 9, with the Hulk buildable figure. It's just, very, bad. Like, starting with the Hulk itself, it's just a little weird to get, like, a humanoid person in this buildable figure form. Even nowadays, it's weird, so it's even weirder to do it back in 2012. On top of that, the pieces that they used don't really hold up, like the hands, the torso, the chest, sorry. All those are kind of outdated, and the metal armor on top is just a bit outdated as well. Not a great figure. On to number 8 here, we have Captain America. Similar problem, the humanoid, trying to make it cartoony, but humanoid is weird. The hands are still weird. They still use those ones though, so that's whatever. That's just my problem with the buildable figures. Proportions are a bit weird, using torso pieces for the shins. I think that's what those are. And then that big bulky armor on his shoulders makes no sense. He may be number 1 in terms of buildable figures. He may be at our number 7 spot if he didn't have that shoulder armor thing, but he does, so he goes here. In the number 7 spot, we have Iron Man, rounding off our buildable figures. It's just he suits this style the best. He is kind of skinnier compared to the Hulk and Captain America, like more sleek. And he also isn't a humanoid thing, so he gets to just have the armor. And then those big bulky parts that appear on all the buildable figures work best on him, since again, it's an armor. So with this out of the way, let's get into the real sets with what I think is the worst. At a number 6 spot, we have the Hulk Helicarrier Breakout. It's just here because most of the figures appear in other sets except for the Hulk, and the Hulk isn't that good of a Hulk, in my opinion. It's perfectly good, but it's just not outstanding. And then the build is very 2012 Marvel, and just like, on top of looking bad on its own, it doesn't represent what it's supposed to represent. And those like yellow little pieces you see hanging, or like that are under the floor, are really weird. It just looks bad. It's not a really good build, and with non-unique figures, it ends up at our number 6 spot. At our number 5 spot, only because of its size, is Captain America's Avenging Cycle. I honestly love this set, but looking at this kind of more objectively, it has to go here. You only get 1 Avenger. You do get 2 Chitauri, so this is a good like battle pack type build. Since it's only $13, you get 2 Chitauri and like some builds for them. And I'm personally a huge fan of the simple Captain America minifigure. I really like this minifigure, and to get his cool little bike, I really like this. But again, it is the most, you could say, lackluster Avengers set, just considering its size. And that's why it ends up at a number 5 spot. In a number 4 spot here, we have Spider-Man's Doc Ock Ambush. Again, the build isn't anything to write home about. The difference between this and the Hulk Helicarrier Breakout set is I actually like the minifigures, and 2 of them are exclusive to this day. The Doc Ock and Iron Fist are both exclusive, and we haven't even gotten another variant of Iron Fist. Even if you wanted to get an Iron Fist in general, you'd have to buy the one from this set. So it has that, and honestly, I am a pretty big fan of this build. I do like it a good chunk compared to the Helicarrier build. The Spider-Man is still a classic looking suit, and I really do like this Doc Ock variant with the mostly black tentacles. I really like it. Number 4. In a number 3 spot, we have Loki's Cosmic Cube Escape. Again, these 2 minifigures are where here's where Loki and Hawkeye appear from the Helicarrier set. We could also say they appear in other sets, so it works vice versa. And then you do get an exclusive Iron Man armor with a pretty solid truck, but there's just not much going on here. But it's at our number 3 spot. It just doesn't have too much going on, but there isn't many sets, so that's what ends up here. In the number 2 spot, we have Wolverine's Chopper Showdown. It outmatches the Cosmic Cube Escape set just because of the minifigure selection. I'm indifferent to the builds. They could go anywhere. if I had to rank the builds, it would be a different story. I mean, or I don't even know if it would. I don't really care. I mean, the builds aren't anything too cool, but they're pretty cool. They work. That's the point. It's just the minifigures are better here in my opinion. I love the blue and yellow Wolverine costume. This Magneto is pretty good. Not my favorite Magneto that Lego's made, but still good. And then obviously Incredible Deadpool. So when you get this pretty good selection compared to the Iron Man, and then Hawkeye, which looks horrible, the Loki, which appears in multiple other sets, 3 other sets actually, it just kind of puts this one above it. With all that being said, our obvious number 1 spot is going to be the Quinjet aerial battle. I would say this is the only really good set in this year. The build is awesome. I don't care what anyone says. It is a bit fragile, but it's incredible. And then you get a bunch of Avengers. You get Iron Man, Black Widow, and Thor. That's half of the Avengers with the main villain and a side villain. And the little build that they come with for the Chitauri is incredible. I really like it. So overall, I mean, it's just the only, in my opinion, incredible set of 2012. Not to say the other ones aren't good, but this is the only incredible set. With a great minifigure selection, a great build, it comes in our number 1 spot. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was pretty short. I try to keep it that way. I'll be doing 2012 DC ranked next. And yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.